All right. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. All right. The audio looks good. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Cool, cool. So let me get everything pulled up here real quick. All right. Cool, cool. All right. Let me start on this page. All right. Cool. So this video, real quick, is mainly towards those people who are looking to do. And actually, let me wait real quick. Let me make sure my face is being shown. Yeah, it is. I'm good. All right. Hey guys, this video is dedicated. Hey guys, this video is for people who are actually looking to obtain new people, gain more leads, gain new clients through cold email. Specifically for those who are probably, if you're watching this video, you probably came from the school community known as 9 by 12. So if you're here, nice work. I'm here to explain the email marketing process because I know I explained that I got a lot of people from email, and then I will probably do another video on cold calling as well because I know people had questions on cold calling. But this video is mainly geared towards those people from the 9 by 12 group on school who are looking to gain more clients through cold email. But this video, if it comes across anybody else's feed, you can watch it if you're looking to gain clients through cold email using, different email marketing methods. I'm going to make it very simple. It could be a little confusing if you have somebody explain it too fast, but I'm going to make it like very, very, very simple. I'm going to try to show you guys as much as I can without leaking too much information from businesses because I know they might not want their information out there. So I might have to go back in and blur some stuff out. So I'll show as much as I can and make this a very in-depth, simple training video that a monkey could be trained to follow the steps to do. And then lastly, as well, if you are just wanting to save time, but you still want these, you want like your list scraped, or you want just the automations to run without you doing it yourself. My information is in the description. You could just text or call me. I'm easy. That's my actual number, and my Instagram's there as well. I'm easy to reach. You can just let me know what you want done, and I can have that arranged to complete it for you, and we could talk about that as well. Because yeah, I was pretty lazy at the beginning. I wanted other people to do the work immediately. But I will explain what I personally have done here, and just to let you guys know as well, we'll start off with the basics of email marketing. Because everybody might have different levels of knowledge when it comes to what it's gonna mean for like sending cold emails, what you can do and can't do. But I am going to make this to the point where it's like if you were a little kid, you could follow along this video and do it. So I'm sorry for the people who already know about these different techniques. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna dumb it very, 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 very down. But other than that, let's go into it. So, step one, when it comes to sending out mass emails and getting conversion rates, the first thing you have to do to think about is who you're going to send the emails to. You need a list. That's known as you scraping, or some of you call it. You just scraping lists. You can be an email scraper. You can hire people to do that. But overall, we need some type of list of emails that we can use for our program to send our messages to those people's emails. So first thing you're going to do is there's different types of email scraping tools. I'm probably going to do most of this video just with Instantly, just to make it simple. I will say though, to be super specific, I did use another email scraping platform called Apollo. It's this right here, to scrape leads, but it's the same thing, and I'll show you guys that as well. But to make it a little bit more easy, let's do Instantly first. So follow along. You can go to instantly.ai. It's a pretty simple website for people who want to like close deals through email marketing. When it logs in, it logs me into my personal account. And this is step one. So you're gonna have to create an account like a pretty quick. We create a free account. Don't worry about like paying for anything right now. I'll get into that later. But as far as the first steps, create your free account. You should get to this page. There's other tabs like email account, blah blah. Pretend they don't exist. First, we're on Lead Finder, so we can build our list. So to build your list, step one is it's gonna have this database right here. Just typing something in, it could give you like millions of results. So first, we are going to specify who we want to talk to. We could talk to different types of people: CEOs, COOs, CFOs. We're gonna talk to CEOs, number one, and we want to also probably talk to people who are labeled as owners in the database. So we're gonna look for owners as well. Um, And that's actually what I was afraid was happen. Hold up. Let me see if this will let me specify. And let's say our location is Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York. Okay. So because of the plan that my account is on, it's going to try to upsell me and have me buy some. Oh wait, perfect. Okay, we can use this one. I had this one earlier. Perfect. So you should be able to still prospect. Now, I pretty much just hit the limit of how many people it would allow me to scrape leads for. You have to be careful because and I wish they disclosed this. I'm not gonna lie, instantly. I'm a little mad that they didn't disclose this at the beginning. Just putting in a filter into the search counts as like you using like I guess your one of your free credits, and then you could literally click X on the filter, put the same filter back, and then it might say, "Oh, well, you used it once, so oh well." But anyways, thankfully, I had this list pulled up already. So as you can see, it's the same thing. I put CEOs, owners, business owners as a job titles of people who I wanted to target, and I was like the millions of results as I specified it. I went down to location, Buffalo, New York, and I narrowed it down to CEOs, owners, business owners in Buffalo, New York. And that also gave me a lot of other information. It gave me emails, phone numbers, blah, blah, blah. For this video specifically, we're only going to be focused on obtaining emails. So outside of that, as you could see, there's other stuff you could look for, like industries. I know a lot of people who are watching this video probably come from the 9x12 school group. So you might want to specify what industry you're working with. Me personally, when I did my first one, I think I just specified a couple industries I wanted to see. Like I did like definitely real estate, energy, consumer services, blah blah blah. I did a lot of that stuff to help specify who I wanted to talk to, and that helped. But let's just say I want to talk to all CEOs, business owners, whoever in Buffalo, New York. I would be given this page with over 2,000 results, and you can select the name part here. That way, you don't have to individually like click on each business and business owner and add them manually. You could just click on name. It'll select all. So you could select all 2,161 results. And then after you click select on that, you are going to go to this part here. Should allow you to click download CSV, and you're going to download all of the people that you selected. Now, I will say if it restricts you, which it might depending on your plan, I do pay for it instantly, so I do have to disclose that. Um, I think there used to be a free method in the past, but I'll see. I'll have to try again that later. But for now, I'm gonna have to assume that you're able to go to the next like screens, so I can still break it down. But I know at the beginning it did ask me a few questions, maybe on like paying. But I already knew I was gonna pay. Like I've used these services before, so I just have to disclose that instantly may ask you to pay before you can pull all 2,000 results. Which, to be fair, I mean it's probably going to ask you to do that. But I can get around workarounds like later down in the video. But for now, let's say, okay, boom, you got all 2,000 contacts. You're gonna click download CSV. Why is that important? Because we just got step number 1 completed. We just downloaded all 2,000 CEOs, CFOs, business owners, whatever. I mean, CEOs, business owners in Buffalo, New York. We got all their emails. Um, if I was getting more industry specific, I'll put the industry, of course. So we're gonna download a CSV file. What is a CSV file? CSV file is gonna look something like this. It's comma, I think it stands for comma separated values, I'm pretty sure. And this is an example of a CSV file that I downloaded, but I downloaded it using a different site called Apollo. But like I said, it's the same thing. When they're just scrapers, you scrape a list and then download a CSV file. They're all the same thing. So, but in my example, right, what would happen? Let's just pretend it was the Buffalo, New York one. It would have gave me 2,000. It would have went scroll all the way down 2,000. First name, last name, titles, company emails, blah blah blah, of the list that I actually downloaded. So here's a quick example of what it will look like, and mainly we're focused on like the email section because we need these emails. So, oh, perfect, got the emails. Now it's time for the next step. So the next step is how we're going to send to these emails, get people talking to us, get higher conversion rates, close some deals, blah blah blah. So what that's going to look like is after you download that CSV file and you get everything, you're going to go down to email accounts. So for email accounts, what you need to know about this section. So step 1, scrape your emails. Step 2 is in email marketing, you have to know a couple basic like I guess concepts. One is that getting your emails over to people, you have to make sure that they don't go to the spam folder. If your emails go to spam, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you might as well just not be sending emails in general. Big companies, corporations, literally, they pay thousands and thousands of dollars to get their deliverability fixed, so that when they send promotion, when they send things to your email, it goes to your primary inbox and not the spam folder. Because a lot of people actually go to spam. Now, for you, since you're trying to get clients, um, let's talk about not going to spam. So you need to understand the concept of warming up an email. What having an email warmed up means, if you were to go on your personal Gmail account right now and message, let's say you're going to email 30 people right now, back to back to back to back, 30 people in a row, you're going to go to spam. Your account is going to get flagged as like spam, and you're going to go to spam. And when it's time to talk to clients, send out cold emails, try to convert people, get more leads, or get more clients, get more business, they're not going to see what you're talking about because you're not going to go to the inbox folder. So that's the first concept. Sending lots of emails in a row can get you sent to the spam folder. And saying things in the email that sound spammy can get you to the spam folder. If you send out a super super long email, and let's say you put things like money back guarantee or 100%, or buy now, pay for this, buy this, click here, a lot of that can actually get you sent to the spam folder as well. So you have to be careful about what you're saying in the email, because it can flag that. And what warming up an email means is that in systems like this, like Instantly, you can buy warmed up email accounts, or you can have it warm up your own email accounts that you already have that exist. So I bought 5 email accounts, and instantly they already warmed them up previously. Warming up means they had that email, like amber@edgeflowworld.co. Before I bought it, they had that email send emails to other accounts slowly, and then the recipient on the other side that got the email, like the AI software they use, they sent an email to amber@edgeflowworld.co and responded to make it seem like they're having legit conversation. So these AI tools, they can warm up the emails and make it seem legit. That way, these accounts don't go to the spam folder. Now you can also, like I said, have it warm up your own email account, um, and you can do that but you will have to use an email that with like a specified domain. So like I couldn't put my personal email like one of my personal emails is a Gmail account. It's like my first name, last name at gmail.com. It can't warm that up. It has to warm up an account. Like let's say you work for a company called you have a company called Envision and you are Anthony, Julia, Roger, Robert at envision.com. You can put that in. You know, it's your if it's your business and you have access to stuff, you can put that in and it'll warm that up for you. It's gonna take a little bit, but you won't have to like buy another email. To buy these emails are usually about $15 a piece. So I think I paid five times the $15 a piece to get these emails. But now you know warming up emails, what that means and why it's important. Because yeah, this is all pointless if you don't warm up your emails. So that's step one, or that's the second step is getting a warmed up email account. Um, and actually, I should say as well, real quick, you to do a lot of these email processes. I guess I should also state if you haven't noticed, you will have to pay. You might this video might not be for you if you're trying to look for the super like lean route without paying for a lot. But like I said, I'll get into other methods at the end of the video. But for now, for what I'm explaining, you're probably gonna have to pay a little bit of something. But yes, so you should be at the point when you click this. Like I said, yours should be an empty screen, and you should be able to buy some emails or have emails warmed up. Boom. Then you're going to get to a screen like this. Yours are going to, of course, say 0 out of 30 cents, 0 out of blah, blah, blah cent because you haven't sent any emails yet, but you should have some accounts. All right. Now you got your email accounts and they're warmed up. So that means you're ready to email that CSV file, the list of contacts that you obtained the first time, the 2,000 people, right? Whatever. So now that you got your email accounts ready, and you know they're not going to go to spam. You can see your health score 100%. Boom, we're not going to the spam folder. You're going to go to campaigns and you're going to create a new campaign. So we're going to call this campaign Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York, right? You click continue. And for this campaign, right, I have no leads yet. First thing you got to do is add some leads. So we're going to go to our CSV file that we have from the first time. So CSV file contains the leads, all that information. So we're going to click upload. And then we're going to click, this is we'll just use this for example. It's a quick 10. It's just 10 of the leads that I had from a previous CSV file. I'm just going to use this for example. Of course, use the one if you have over, your 2,000, your 1,500, whatever, however many thousands of emails you have, you could just upload it here. And if you, by the way, if you already scraped leads like 3,000, like you spent a whole bunch of time scraping like emails manually by yourself, of course you can skip the first step. And you could probably, I think you can ask ChatGPT now to put it into a CSV format. So you could actually just do that and just skip a little bit forward to here. Now, this part is important. It can be a little bit confusing. So remember in this file right here, if you guys remember, it is this file, right? And it has a column, for example, first name with first name's under it, last name with last name's under it, title, email, blah, blah, blah. Very important. You have to make sure everything lines up because sometimes, it's AI software, they could get a little confused. So the first name, that lines up, last name lines up, title. If you just don't want that column to be imported, because sometimes they can give you excess file columns, just click do not import. I don't need that to be imported. It doesn't matter the title. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave that in just so I could show something on the next page. And then company name, we could leave that too. But and by the way, you could definitely click do not import. That would be fine here as well. Remember, this page is very simple. It's just to tell the system what you want imported. The main thing is just get the email. This just has to be correct. So it has the emails here, right? It's the email. All right, so perfect. Let's make sure that it knows that yes, this is the correct email column. This is not emails. This says email. These are not emails. It says company name for emails. These are the company names, but these are not emails. So it automatically put that down. You have to change that. So I'm just gonna put do not import. And this is correct. Company name, company, perfect. So do not import. I don't need any of that. I don't care for that either. And perfect. So for you, you can do check for duplicates across all if this is like your first time or a new list that you're importing. For me, I'm gonna uncheck these boxes because I'm going to have duplicates because I have another campaign running with some of these emails in it, and it'll restrict me if I check those boxes. So I'm not gonna check those boxes, and I'm gonna upload these leads. So you got that part. Pretty simple. We're treading along here. Now here is the next part, and how you can still have personalized emails sent out to these people in mass. Because you're probably like, I mean, I'm gonna send out a lot of emails, but are they gonna be personal? I like to be personal. I got you. So for the subject line, a lot of the people who are probably watching this video from the 9x12 community, you guys probably put question. That's fine. You can still put question if you want. Cool. Or whatever works for you. Now here's where you could get a little more specific. Why it's very important that the CSV file at least has like things like the first name and like, well, really just the first name, to be honest, is because you could do stuff like this. What I did in my first campaign, where I had a lot of businesses replying and reaching out to me, I just simply put their first name in it. So if you click on your keyboard, you click this little bracket thing. If you type this open bracket, or this is not whatever, I forgot what it's called. You type the open thing and then type in first name, or you could just click first name, right? Hey, first name. And then you're gonna put in what you want your email to say. Obviously, I'm not gonna get too specific because this is just like an example. I am from, let's say, Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York. And I am doing a postcard, blah, 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 with businesses on. I wanted to know if you'd be interested in being on it. You know the drill. Just type in whatever your service like you're offering. Of course, don't sell it on the spot. Don't put prices. Please do not put it's gonna be this amount of money. Do not put that in the first email. Just put, hey, first name with the symbol. I'm from, relate to them. It's a great time to relate to them because these emails are from the location we specified. So they're like, oh wait, this isn't a random person. This is a person who somehow figured out my first name, and they're also from my city. Okay, and what are you doing? Then you say, I'm doing a postcard for local businesses in the area. Want to know if you wanted to be in on it, or if you wanted to be on it, whatever you want to say. And then you send that email. But why this is cool is because, of course, it's not going to send out like this symbol. If you preview it, it's going to actually literally put the first name. So it's going to say, hey, Chrissy, or hey, Jonathan, hey, Jackson. So it's going to specify. And then you could also put variations. You know what? I'm not going to get into that now because it can be a little confusing. But actually, I'll make it. It's not going to be that confusing. You could also do this. Let me just put. So you could say in 2 days, because this is what I do. Send next message in 2 days. So that's the first one. Hey, blah blah, general stuff. Now, if they don't respond, this email will send. Right? You have a variant. In 2 days, you could write, hey, did you? I'm typing with one hand, by the way. That's why I'm like this, guys. Hey, did you get a chance to look at my previous email? Blah blah blah, whatever. You guys get the point. So you can have it wait 2 days. If they didn't respond, it's gonna know. If it doesn't, they don't respond, then the sequence will keep going. If they do respond, then the sequence will stop because obviously you're gonna message them, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, if they don't respond, 2 days, you'll have another one, and it's gonna reply to the previous message, leave empty to use previous subject, so you can automatically do that. And yeah, so this is a good way to have follow-ups automated as well, and you'll be all good on that end. Now, yeah, who cares? So now you have this part of the process, the scheduling. So I never let the email send on Saturdays and Sundays, just from previous email knowledge, I guess, and sending lots and thousands of cold emails. I just don't, just don't send on Saturdays and Sundays. Would be my recommendation, but you can technically check those on. You have your free will at the end of the day. But this is the scheduling part. I think all this is 100% fine. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I just let it run, and then you could just save that down here below and go to the next part. So I think that's great. And then remember, with the emails that you bought or that you have already from the first part of this video, or from the earlier part of this video, you can select which ones it should use. You're probably going to select all of them. They're all warmed up, ready to go. You could just select all the ones you want to use. And now remember, between each email, on average, each email with our schedule too is going to be able to send about 30 emails per day. Because remember, they're not going to send these emails back to back. It's gonna wait minutes, between each email. I think they do 7-minute waits on it. 7-minute waits. So it's gonna wait its time and then send the emails, of course, so it doesn't have Google recognize that email as a spam email, recognize it as a legit sender. So as you can see with one email, right, it's going to say, okay, the daily limit. Of course, you could customize it, but I would just leave this alone. If anything, you might even want to put down to like 2025, so you could really ensure you're not going to spam. But the more emails you put, of course, as you can see, the higher your limit's going to get. So for me, I have five emails that I want to use all five. Going to be able to send about 150 emails per day, right? And boom, you would click launch, and it is pretty much that simple as far as how everything is structured. You'd be able to launch at this point. And really it's just the scraping the leads and maybe getting the email accounts ready and warm. That's really the only like things where you got to like think a little bit more. Other than that, it's a very simple process. Once you do it a few times, get a little bit used to it. And once you're sending out these emails, you can let it run. You can make cold calls in the meantime. But yeah, you can literally watch an update for you in real time. I'll show you guys a campaign that is currently running for me now without trying to give up too much information. Oh, and then you have this called Unibox. So we're on like this part. We went over this section, email account section, campaigns. Unibox is where you can see all the messages and responses from the business owners that you've been reaching out to. I would click that, but I don't want to leak any more information than I already have on behalf of these poor businesses that have no idea they're in this video right now. Sorry, guys. But yeah, you can view your campaign here. Yeah, let me go back to mine. So these are just two drafts, of course, that I just created, but okay, let's click this one. So as you could see, it lets me view the analytics of this one. So this sequence from today, I forgot how many days this one's been running, but it's sent out 303 emails in total. It's probably averaging, like I said, over 100 emails a day, and then a 40% open rate. I would like for that to be higher, but that's okay. That's okay. And then it says 3 opportunities. Of course, it's just the AI recognize. It's gonna say you're going to get a message if somebody responds, says, I'm interested. And then it's going to mark that down as like, oh, you have an opportunity. But of course, there's other opportunities that are there that's not always going to catch. So out of the 303 for this one currently, I have to check how many people have actually um, have been serious about selling towards and getting on this next postcard that I'm going to probably do. But I was a little caught up with the last postcard, so yeah, it gets a little crazy sometimes, but yeah, yeah, it'll get a little bit crazy. So you gotta make sure you stay on top of everything. But other than that, yeah, once you put in your leads, get the sequence started, it'll be good to go. And outside of that, and this is just for today. So 30 out of 30 today. To the next day, it'll go back to 0 out of 30, and then it'll repeat the process. So yeah, it must have sent 150 today. So it's been going for 2 days. Yeah, it's only 2 days. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll make another video probably later, especially if you guys want it. You guys can comment what videos you want to see. If you want me to do over cold calling, I could definitely show you guys cold calling. Some cool stuff. How to get a lot of leads cold calling. I'll probably have to show an example as well in the middle of that video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want me to set things up for you, just do it myself. Like I said, this is the process. But if you're still like, hey, like just do it for me, I can do it for you. My information at the bottom, my phone number, Instagram. You can text, call me, do whatever. I can help you more specifically and go through it that way. But yeah, this is the overall process. So hope you guys like the video. And if you have any other questions, leave it down below. What video I should do next? Don't forget to like it and subscribe and all that. Other than that, peace out, guys.